Hi, and welcome again to Meet Our Ex Success Stories. And I'm Brooke, a coach here. And today I'm very pleased to introduce Valeria, and she is speaking to me from Brazil. Hi, Valeria, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you.
And thank you again for taking the time to talk to our listeners and share what your carnivore journey has been like.
Thank you, it's my pleasure.
How long have you been eating carnivore diet?
It's almost 3 years now that I've been eating carnivore-ish diet.
Very
Now
good.
I'm reintroducing some things now, but it's been 3 years.
Very good. So what brought you to the carnivore diet?
I had a very real food, plant-based diet for a very long time, and I was never vegetarian, but I used to eat very little amounts of meat, mainly red meat. I used to eat only small portions and on specific days. And I experienced hair loss, migraines, and I had severe migraines for 30 years of my life. And also I had gut issues like constipation, diarrhea, and so on. And then I started to read about other diet possibilities for my migraine issues. That was my main problem at the time. And I got into the keto diet, and I started the keto diet for my migraines, and it helped a lot. But I had also the gut issues that was really disturbing. And that's when I started to read about the carnivore diet, the possibility of reducing the fiber on my diet. And I guess that's when it all started.
So you started to eliminate plant foods then? Is that how you did that?
Yes. Yeah.
And how was that transition for you?
I confess that it took me more than half a year to decide to going into it. After I've just started to see Dr. ShawnBaker on saying that talking about the carnivore diet, it took me more than half a year, and then I started to research and to study the diet and to see the benefits. And when I started when I decided to get into the carnivore diet, it was I was ready for it. I can say.
So you took your time and did some research and then prepared to do it. And then how did you do it then?
Oh, I started eliminating all the plants. Yeah. I didn't started removing seasonings. Just I kept seasonings on my diet, and afterwards I also eliminated that to see if it was an issue for me, but it was not. I kept only animal-based products like besides meat, eggs and dairy.
Very good. And what were the immediate results that you experienced? You froze for a bit, but I'm not. There you go.
Get
There you
it
go.
immediately resolved. And also I started to see my hair growing again, which was something that I did. And also the results on my skin. I had some pigmentations and some dryness that it was not. There were some minor issues that I wasn't expecting to be resolved, but it was solved by the diet.
Nice. So hair and skin. And you froze for a second. So did you mention the headaches went away right away, or what was?
The headaches were resolved with the ketogenic diet. It was already solved, but it improved also. The remaining episodes of headache and migraine, it was completely solved also.
Great. And so you're proceeding with this for a couple of years, and now you've mentioned that you've done some changes lately, maybe customizing it for yourself. Why don't you share with us what those have been?
Yes, I've been reintroducing some vegetables, but not many. I guess I would define my diet nowadays as a keto carnivore, more like this. It's still animal based. I mainly eat animal based food, but it's also I've been introducing some things, and it's fine for me now.
Yeah, so it's animal-based diet with the inclusion of some things like, do you have fruit or some green vegetable or what?
Low carb fruits, I may say.
And how's it working for you now with these changes?
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm feeling great now, and I guess it was the carnivore diet made me feel differently towards food, because meat and protein was an issue for me. As almost all women throughout the world, I guess we are a little bit afraid of protein and of meat mainly, and
yeah, we eat a lot of salad.
And like it was, yes, the salad girl I used to be.
That's true. So that's great. So you got your base of animal food and plenty of protein, and then you sort of go from there, including things that.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, nice. So you're in Brazil, and I know that there's a pretty good meat culture there, and barbecue culture, and it seems like it would be pretty easy to be meat based in Brazil. What do you think?
Yes, I guess so. I guess it's not so difficult as in other maybe in other parts of the world, but we also have many problems here, because the SAD diet, the standard American diet, so it's spread all over the world also, and it's very difficult to get food without gluten and things like and carbohydrate based also food is very the amount of protein is very small wherever you go, unless you go to a churrascaria, as we say here, that is the place that we that serves barbecue.
I guess that's what I was thinking now.
Yeah.
But it's probably not maybe it's not the average place that people go to. Maybe that's just for special occasions.
No. Yeah. I guess every home has a in every home you have a way to do a barbecue, but I don't know if it's a place to go every week and to a barbecue restaurant or a churrascaria, as we say here.
Yes, that makes sense. So now sounds like you're eating meat and eggs and some dairy food and some plant, a little bit of plants as you see fit. And your symptoms or those headaches never came back, and your sleep is good?
My sleep is very good. My sleep was also another thing that I forgot to mention that has improved a lot in the carnivore diet. And I had a dysbiosis, and at the time that I started the carnivore diet, and I had a lot of gut issues, and sleeping was very difficult for me. I kept waking many times during the night, and when I started the carnivore diet, it suddenly started to improve everything. It was amazing.
That's so great.
Really.
Yeah, getting rid of plants, so many plants that we put
ourselves,
that we think that are such a good idea to eat. Yeah, it really does help. So what fruits or plants have you found that work for you now? What's a typical day that you do?
I usually eat avocado and pumpkin and zucchini and tomato, but only in small amounts. I don't feel like reintroducing the amount that I used to eat before the carnivore diet. It doesn't make sense for me now. I guess I'm much more focused on meat, and it was great to see the difference that it made, because it made the carnivore diet made me focus on meat, on food differently, because meat is my it's the base of my diet now.
Yeah, keep a high protein. So
yes, even eggs and dairy I eat, but they are not so I'm not so satisfied with eggs and dairy as I am with meat. That's right.
They're not your primary source of your meal, like it sounds like.
No.
They're additional. And so you eat beef, and do you eat lamb?
Yes, beef, lamb, fish, and poultry, and everything.
Very good. Very good. Do you drink coffee and use milk and cream?
I drink tea, green tea. I used to drink green tea.
And do you have breakfast?
Yes. I usually have breakfast. I usually do 3 meals a day. and sometimes I do 2 and sometimes 1. But for breakfast, the most satisfying breakfast for me is ground beef.
Yeah, that's easy. Ground beef and egg. You can have eggs with your ground beef if you want. That's great. Well, it sounds like it's working really well for you. You look the picture of health, beauty.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you found a way to make it work perfectly for you. And I'm sure that it probably changes with how you're feeling, what you want to add, and sounds good. Do you have a piece of advice for someone who's considering it?
Yes, I've been working as a coach and also as a carnivore coach now for a few years, and this way of eating, focusing on more nutritious food, is amazing how you can feel. And if you are afraid of changing from your salad to meat, don't be afraid. It will be a great change in your life.
Oh, yes, that's perfect. Do you work as a MeatRx coach? Are you part of the platform here?
Yes, I'm part of the platform, even though I haven't started working with the platform.
Oh, good.
But
I'm glad to hear that. So, yeah, it's such a great community, and so you found some help in that support.
Yes, and the podcast and everything, and a lot of information, also a lot of recipes and everything. It's very fine.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's a great group of people for sure. The carnivore community, and I'm so glad you're part of it.
Me too.
Thank you, Valeria. It sounds like it's working beautifully for you, and you're not afraid to change and tweak how you need to, and that's a really good thing to help people with that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.